There's two ways of content, guys, in 2025 to get you over 200 new clients a month, 8K a month, and extremely viral. All right. Shane went from less than $200 a month to $8,000 a month and over 10,000 followers, charging $60 plus. All right. Whole journey, everything, all of this is on YouTube. Jonathan, same thing. Went from less than a K a month to 8K a month and over 200,000 followers. All right. Omer went from less than 10 clients a month to over 300 new clients a month and went viral in less than 30 days. This is all on YouTube, completely free. You guys can see exactly how he did it, but I'm going to do it live. All right. But they all had three things in common. Okay. Number one, proper guidance. Number two, understanding of consultation videos in 4 simple steps: the thumbnail, the hook, the body, the CTA. And number three, personal brand content. All right, we're going to go through straight, the obvious. All right, a lot of you guys have this already. A lot of you guys have access to this already. A lot of you guys don't have access to this, which is proper guidance. All right, content plus a custom content and business game plan, a community of winners around them, and one-on-one calls with me and myself, right? Being able to ask questions and getting answers, not figuring it out on your own. Because anytime you have a question, instead of figuring it out on your own, you have someone in your corner. As corny as the community of winners around them sounds, and as corny as being around 5 winners, you become this, or being around 5 winners, you become the 6th. Is that not true, guys? When you're around 5 smokers and you're around absolute losers, you will become a loser, right? And this is just the obvious. And last but not least, waking up every day knowing exactly what you need to do, knowing exact action items and the tasks that you need to do to get you one step closer to your desired result. Most guys, they don't have the proper guidance. All right. So you guys already have access to that. You guys already have that proper guidance. Now it's about the actual work and the understanding of consultation videos. Okay. I'm going to break this down super in depth. First things first, I'm going to tell you guys about the goal of consultations. All right. The goal is number one, capturing 3 big talking points to use for the hook and the video. All right. If your videos are lame as shit, nobody is going to watch you. All right. Consultations are super saturated. You need to be different. All right. So number 2, developing a clear understanding of clients' hair problems. And number 3, understanding exactly what the client wants to execute a fire haircut. All right. That's what a consultation is. We're not just talking about a consultation video, but the actual consultation of the haircut. You have someone come in your chair and you're actually talking to them. What this is going to do, you guys, is 2 things. Number 1, show your personality. And number 2, show your expertism, right? Am I making sense so far? Cool. So showing your expertism as in like, yo, I'm recommend you get this haircut because you have an oval shape, this, that, whatever, right? Showing that you're a professional at what you do and showing that you are the guy to go to for this exact haircut, whatever it might be, a blowout taper. All right, you are the go-to guy for that blowout taper because you know exactly what you are talking about. And number 1, the personality, right? You're showing your personality. You're having fun with them. You're actually, cracking jokes. You're being a normal human being. Everybody is so stuck to being a barber. I'm gonna cut your hair and get $40. No, guys, you are their therapist. You guys are more than just a barber. Remember that, right? So you guys need to get a good understanding of getting away from just being labeled as a barber. I hated being labeled as a barber, right? We're content creators. We're more than just barbers, okay? So get that through your guys' head. Number 1, the main step of this whole consultation funnel is the thumbnail. All right, because you guys can have a banger video, right? If you have a very good video, but your thumbnail literally just sucks and it's horrible, nobody will watch your guys' video, all right? And that's a fact. You guys go on the Explore page and you guys see videos. You guys click on the ones that look entertaining, that catch your attention. Would you agree? Same thing with your videos. Think about the viewer. Think about being the creator, right? Think about, the viewers watching your videos. How do you think they feel? They probably feel like, okay, I'd rather watch this video than that video because that video actually looks more entertaining, right? So you guys got to make sure you guys, first of all, I want you guys to understand the difference between a thumb stopping cover and an average cover, all right? So on the left and the right, and anyone can unmute their mic, all right? What do you guys think is catching your attention more? And be totally honest.
It's the way you exaggerate it. Oh, shit.
Exaggerated. So which one? Left or right? Just say it.
Left.
Left. Okay, cool. And why is it left?
I mean, what I see is it's the little Edgar guy on the left. That I mean, that's just that alone, just kind of like, what is that? And I kind of get a closer look, and I just gotta probably click the video. Okay,
Cool. And a lot of other people would say that too. You know, you got the color, you got someone here. You have a lot more points of catching attention. Look at you, Johnny. You caught this caught your attention, right? The Edgar, right? A lot of people, they might get their attention caught by the color, right? A lot of people might get their attention caught by my reaction. A lot of people might get their attention caught by the title, Can I Fix This Bowl Cut? There are so much more reasons to actually get your attention on this video than this video. You have negative 200 aura in red, and then you have black and white, and then a kid with a unibrow. That's really it. That's literally it. And that's why this one performed 46K. Okay, that's solid. And this one performed 2.7 million views, right? But all of this, you guys, right? Obviously, this is super important to understand why, you know, your thumbnail matters for your videos, or no one will click. But let's say you got the thumbnail down now, right? Now it's about the hook. All right, if you don't literally grab attention and stop someone from scrolling on your video, and I'm sure you guys heard this multiple and many times, the hook, stop the attention, stop the thumb scrolling, whatever. But if you don't truly go by that and live by that, then nobody else will watch your video. Like the rest of the video does not matter, right? Nobody else is gonna watch the rest of your video if they don't watch the first 2 seconds. It's as simple as that. So make sure your content hits hard and hits quick. All right, study guys in the industry who are simply going viral, either in your city or your competition or on the explore page, right? Because why would you study someone that's getting 60 likes, right? Do you want 60 likes? Probably not. You probably want 1 million views. You want 10,000 likes minimum, right? Go study someone who's actually getting that result. But I'm not talking about studying someone who got that result a year ago. The industry and the market and the social media is different, right? Like everything's different. You want to study someone who's going viral recently, who's getting the engagement you want recently. So study it, but make sure you study it from, let me get into this. Like, don't fall into the doom scroll when studying, okay? I was a victim of this. I would study content. I'm like, yeah, guys, I'm studying content. Chill. And I'm doom scrolling. I'm dead ass doom scrolling. I'm not really studying, right? So what I would do, what I'd recommend is do the exact same thing that the guy you're studying is doing, right? Literally word by word, personality by personality, right? They went viral for a reason. Find those reasons, right? Study like a creator. This is the biggest thing. Study like a creator. You guys are not viewers. You guys are creators, right? And look at exactly what their video went viral for. What are the steps? Was it his facial expression? Was it what he said? Was it how he said it? Literally look at those steps, all right? And literally copy and paste, all right? And I'm not saying copy and paste and that's it. That's not the end of it, right? You are still yourself. You are still showing you. You're not copy and pasting the video and posting someone else on your social media. No, you are the creator still, but you could always add your guys' own twist. And the cool thing about this is it's your content. It's what you want to do, right? If you guys want to add your own twist and, put 20% of their video and 80% of yours, don't expect the same exact result. That's as simple as it gets, right? But if you want the same exact result, you might want to do the, similar things as the guy that got the crazy result that you want, right? That's the same thing with mentorship. You want a result like this guy, you're going to pay this dude, or you're going to try to be like this dude and learn from him to actually get that same result. That's the whole point of mentorship too, right? So anyways, now that you get your video, edited or you got your video edited or you edit it your own or whatever, you ask for feedback from me. So it's fully polished and now it's ready to be posted, right? A lot of people don't have this, and this falls right back into the loop of proper guidance, right? The whole proper guidance thing, right? You guys have that guidance. A lot of people don't have this guidance, right? So they have to edit their video and they have to give their own feedback. But look, this is why so much people are stuck in that whole rat race, in that loop, because they're giving themselves feedback on their own video, but you're giving yourself feedback from the knowledge you have that got you, let's just say you're at 1,000 followers. You're giving yourself feedback from a guy who has 1,000 followers. That shows that you don't know, you really don't know content that good, right? So you're giving yourself feedback to yourself, right? And a lot of people don't even want to be harsh. A lot of people aren't harsh with their content as well. So you're actually getting feedback from someone who's done it. Obviously, who's gotten multiple videos that went over millions and millions and millions of views, right? So that's as simple as it gets, okay? The first two, thumbnail and hook, most important pieces of a consultation. But now, once you hook someone's attention, now they're in the middle. A lot of you guys, your guys' drop-off rates are like 5 seconds in. They watch the hook, your hook is good, but now your body is what's like slacking. Your body is like, you ask a bummy question and no one else wants to watch anymore. So you need to make sure that your content is actually, first of all, people want to watch it, right? It's actually entertaining. It's not the same old thing they see on their For You page every single day, right? The hook might be really good, but if your body is the same old thing that every single person in the industry, every barber in the industry is doing, then most likely these guys are not going to want to watch, right? So keeping the viewer engaged with questions that matter. Not just asking, what haircut do you want, bro? Yo, bro, can I give you a taper, bro? I recommend a taper. Dude, how much people have you guys seen that say that? Right? It's the same old thing over and over and over, right? So be different. Some questions to ask that I would recommend is, these are all questions that, have reasonings behind it. Whether you're digging deeper into their story, is there any bad haircut, funny stories you have with your hair? How was the last haircut you went to, right? Now you get your client talking. You actually get your client wanting to talk, right? The more your client talks, the more your viewer relates with that. Right? Because your viewer, he might be that shy kid who didn't feel comfortable. And your client might be that same shy kid who doesn't feel comfortable. But you get them talking and then that viewer's like, oh shit, bro. Damn, he's talking. I can talk. Like, I don't know. That's just like, this is really good for relationship building over the camera, over the videos that you guys post. Right? But anyways, questions to ask. Number one could be client that justifies you. This is my first time cutting you, bro. What made you come to me? Right? What made you come to me? What makes you want to pay me, $500 for this haircut? What justified you to come to me? All right. Now the client is justifying you. All right. Now the client's actually, like as the viewer as well watching this, the viewer's like, oh shoot, why does he pay him that much? Right. But you want to make sure this question is entertaining. If your haircut prices are at $20, I don't think it's a good idea to ask, this haircut is $20, bro. What, just like, dude, that's the normal. That's the average, right? One of my old mentors, Hakeem, he was charging $200, $300 a cut. So he would ask this question, and this haircut, this price is $250 a cut, bro. What justifies you to come to me? When he asked that question, when viewers watch that, they're actually engaged because they actually care. They're actually like, what the hell? There's no way I'd ever pay that. Or they want to know what the viewer says. And the viewer or what the client says, and the client starts justifying. But if you're charging $20 to $30 a cut, I wouldn't recommend asking something like this. You know what I mean? Because it's not entertaining, right? Everyone sees $20 barbers around the block. You got to be different, okay? Something that's more like different that no one else will see is like asking your client, what's one thing your barber did that you didn't like, or what they messed up, or what happened, what's your past haircut experiences, whatever, right? Or personal problems, all right? These questions, right? These questions that you ask your clients, what's a problem that you have with your hair? Oh, I noticed that you're balding a little bit here, bro. I would recommend this, that, this, that. That's showing your expertism. That's a sign of getting clients. That's how you're gonna build demand. That's how you're gonna get high ticket prices, right? And you're gonna start charging more, right? And with charging more, you build more income, and charging more, and obviously like getting more clients through the door off of social media. The result of doing that is price raises and more income, right? I hope that makes sense. So there's certain questions for certain reasons. If you're solely focused on getting clients, I would recommend personal problem type of questions, right? Maybe client justifies questions, right? Because the client's justifying your haircut and why it's worth that much, or why they came 2 hours from, India to come get a haircut from you, whatever, okay? Or if you want to get more viral, more engagement, more exciting, more entertaining, you want to ask more personal questions, more, not just personal problems like with their haircut, but personal like what's going on with their life, right? You got a girlfriend? No, yes, whatever. You go off of what they say, right? These type of questions will actually get more of a reaction, all right? Simple as that, right? Simple as that. Anyways, guys, that's as simple as it gets for the body. All right, you want to make sure you, again, get the 3 big talking points to use for your hook and video. All right, if you don't get those talking points, your video will not perform, and nobody will ever reach this point of the CTA. All right, no one, dude, if you're, first of all, like, it's super in-depth, it's super broken down. You got to make sure your thumbnail's on lock, your hook's on lock, your body's on lock for anybody to even see your CTA. So that's why I always tell people, when you have a low following and you don't have much followers, don't make your video more than 20 seconds. Because you don't have a following. No one's going to really watch your video from the start. So you need to make sure your content hits hard and hits fast, right? Especially when you don't have a following. And the more following you build, the more of an actual audience you guys build. Now you guys can start making a little longer videos because you got more of a viewership, more followers watching your videos, which means more engagement straight from the beginning. But when you have 0 to none followers, right when you post a video, not much people see your video, so your video is not going to get pushed out into the algorithm, right? That's literally how it works, right? So that's why I recommend keeping your videos short so they could see the CTA. This is the lottery ticket, right? This is the lottery ticket to 200 new clients a month like all these other guys are getting, right? And how they're getting that is super short videos, content that hits hard, the consultation videos, and the CTA. And if you make someone watch your whole video and you don't add a CTA, you are missing out on thousands of clients, like literally thousands, right? If you get 1 million views on a video showing that you are the expert to your client's problem, that you are literally, you're the funniest guy ever, you're the best barber in Rhode Island, and then you don't have a CTA and you don't have a call to action, you are missing out on clients because people might be like, oh my God, I want a haircut by this guy, but their attention spans are cooked, bro. You need to make sure that like right when they see the end of your video, you have a CTA, you have somewhere to guide them, right? You're somewhat selling in your video. You're selling them the haircut, the feeling, right, of getting the haircut. You're selling the confidence boost that your client just got from the haircut. But on top of that, you guys, right when someone sees that, you need to make sure you're guiding that someone to, come get a haircut by you. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, you got a lot of people watching your videos from all over the world, but you also got a lot of people watching your videos from your city, your area. You know what I mean? And that's what you need to capitalize on. So what is a CTA? Call to action, right? End of every video, simply just tell people link in bio to book. All right, your profile at this point should be optimized. Your profile should tell you exactly where you are, who you are, what you do, what you serve, and why they should come get a haircut from you, right? So tell them every single end of every video. I see a lot of guys still, they understand this. They understand what a CTA is, but they still don't do it, right? Every single day you need to make sure you tell your guys, you tell your viewers that watch your video, link in bio to book, located in your location, right? Simple as that. That's it. That's literally it. And this will solve so much of your guys' issues of like, oh, I don't have a client today. I don't have any cuts, whatever. Right? If you're posting consistently and you have a CTA every single video, you are going to get clients. I can guarantee that. All right? That's as simple as it gets. That was the whole understanding of consultations, simply broken up into 4 steps. And last but not least is personal brand content, guys. Personal brand content. Everyone is posting on social media nowadays. All right? You are already the minimum. Like that's the minimum. You're posting on social media. If you're not posting on social media, you're dust. All right, you should be posting on social media at this point. But anyways, you need to find something that's different that people would want to actually watch and value, right? A lot of guys have been posting consultations, and this is for the advanced guys. A lot of guys have been posting those type of videos, and they're not getting the same result because nobody values it as much, right? It'll still get you clients unlimited, don't get me wrong. It'll still get you some engagement, but it's just getting to the point where it's so saturated. Every single person is posting a damn consultation left and right. So you may be sitting there like, okay, do I just keep posting this? Probably not, right? You could probably post it, still time to time. I would still post it because that's still, a client glitch to get clients. And you got to think about like your market of people who watch your videos. They don't always see that type of content. So to them, it might not be like that. But to you as the barber who sees barber content every day, you might be like, oh, barber content, this is so saturated. But consultations, realistically, in a bigger picture, when you look at it in like third perspective, guys, consultations is really not that saturated, all right? Even though a good amount of people are doing it, it's not that saturated. Like it'll always get you guys the clients you guys want because it shows your personality, it shows your guys' professionalism, it shows your CTA, and it shows just like who you are, right? Like I said, personality. So at the end of the day, consultations, they're not that saturated, but it's only getting, how do you say it? It's only getting devalued. If everyone posted videos like Mr. Beast, then he would just be another average YouTuber, right? Like if think about it, if everyone posted videos like this guy, right, on YouTube, do you think people would want to watch Mr. Beast or would they want to watch the other guy on the block, right? It would be like all over the place. There would be so much of them. So it's just like, oh, it's just another one of those videos. Scroll, right? So at the end of the day, you need to be different. You don't see much people being posting content like Mr. Beast. And the ones who try, they can't be like Mr. Beast because Mr. Beast is himself. Mr. Beast knows what he can do and what he's capable of doing, and he knows himself, right? He knows his unfair advantage. He knows why, the difference between him and another guy, right? Why he's better than the other guy. He has a better personality. He can catch people's attention better, whatever, right? But he, like I said, does stuff that nobody else is doing, that nobody else can really do to separate himself from the rest, because nobody can be another Mr. Beast and nobody can be another you, right? Nobody can be another William. Nobody can be another Hoku. Nobody can be another Jonathan. So you need to capitalize on that, right? You are yourself. You are your own being, right? So you need to capitalize on, like, how can I be different from the rest of these guys? The barbering industry has seen the same content for so damn long. Like I said, you need to be different, all right? You need to be different. And this doesn't mean fully quit consultations. Consultations is your guys' client glitch. That's your client machine, right? That is what's going to work. You guys should still consistently post that. But on top of that, you want the engagement, you want the viewers, you want the people watching your videos, you want a following, a personal brand that's different from all of these TikTok barbers. You need to be different, all right? And that's exactly what Thomas has been doing. And trust me, he was where you were, if not worse, a month ago. He was literally posting videos like this, right? You see on your Explore page, you'll see some videos, with this type of thumbnail, with this type of result, 64 likes, 2 comments. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, oh my God, like it's dog shit. Like no one's gonna watch this video, right? But as soon as he started working together, one-on-one, got the proper guidance, got the consultations down, he started seeing the change. He started, first of all, he really wanted to focus on his personal brand and his following. He was already getting clients, but he wanted to focus on his personal brand. He wanted to be, this guy of just like this guy of being different from the rest of the industry. He didn't want to be like everybody else, all right? And that mindset is what takes people from this 64 likes, average, very, very average normal videos to, hundreds of thousands of views, right? He's like the Mr. Beast of haircuts, bro. He does haircuts at college. You don't ever see someone doing haircuts like that. And a prime example of this is Vic Blends. You guys don't really see other people, like especially in the beginning of Vic Blends' journey when he was going crazy viral. The reason why he was going crazy viral because you don't see people doing that. Haircuts on the street, giving motivation, right? And no one, even when people try to be Vic Blends, they didn't respect it the same because Vic Blends was himself. He knew what was different from the rest of the industry. He knew that he could be himself and he wasn't copying anybody else. He was himself. But on top of that, his content was actually, again, this falls back fully into like ground one, right? Which is actually understanding kind of just social media, right? Understanding that your content needs to hit quick. It needs to hit hard, all right? You have your thumbnail down, you have your hook down. Again, all of this really, this isn't just for consultations. This is for your content in general. Any content you post, this all resonates with any content you guys post. Right? You guys really need to keep that in mind, right? To actually get, these type of results, right? To get the crazy results that you guys see online. These guys were no different from you guys, right? For example, Rocco posted this 2 days ago. He's already sitting at 840,000 views, already gained 330 videos from this simple video, right? All these guys just getting absolutely insane results. Shane getting his first car, whatever, all right? The only difference is number one, they got guidance. Number two, they got the good understanding of content, social media, consultations. And number three, they separated themselves, right? So they were different from the rest of these TikTok barbers you guys see online, all right? I hope that makes sense for literally everybody watching. It really is simple as that. You can find me on YouTube at Hoku Arnold, like I said. Literally all of my content's on there, all of the free game. Not gonna sell you guys on a damn video. But at the end of the day, I hope this was helpful. And yeah, guys, how we feeling, boys? How we feeling about this?
Good, bro. Good.
Yo.
Yes, sir. Got a lot of information out of that.
Yo, let's go. Anyone can watch that video. I'm gonna post that video on YouTube, and anyone can watch it, but not everyone can apply it. You know what I mean? And that's where it really comes down to, and that's why it's important.